Y'all.
Oh, you already hit it.
It's up. Yeah, it's up. Let's see. Can you hear? Let me. I got these headphones on. Let me see if I can hear.
Why you turn speaker on?
You don't. Nah.
What's-
You. I'm just listening with these right now just to see.
Oh, so I'm just hearing you though.
Yeah, we up.
Streaming live. Oh, we live.
Let me see.
If it don't do that,
Yeah, well now we up.
Oh, so I'm just hearing.
Yeah, share it. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing, man? It's Larry and Teresa. We said we were gonna jump on tonight and see how our friends and Facebook family have been doing and let y'all know what's been going on with us, man, for real. First and foremost, Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, y'all. And we done went through a lot this past year. 2021 was a journey. It was some challenges, but we made it through it, and we standing out on this side of it. We okay. We doing okay. So I wanted to jump on and say hey to everybody and just give y'all an update of what's happening, just what's going on. Okay. You got anything to say, honey?
I'm following you, babe.
All right. Hold on. So this is I'm over here getting this set up right quick. Give me a second. So
Hey, Zay.
oh, Zay on. Zay, what's happening? Excuse me, y'all. I'm just over here fooling around with this right quick. But anyway, man. So this year was 2021 was a journey, boy. That was a tough one. Started out, we lost Kiwi. Lost Kiwi in the beginning of the year. That was around about May. That was tough. And then we dealt with that. And then you ended up leaving your job.
Yeah, well, I did.
You left your
My
job.
job of
How many
18 years? 18 years.
Of the darness. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, I learned a lot. It was a good experience. It was good. I thank God for my job, for my experience with the state of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
They did good by me. Eventually.
Met a lot of people.
I met a lot of people.
Good folks. And that's why the good thing about it, though, no joke, though, all BS aside, because when TVD passed, it was more your people from your job
Oh, yeah, they showed
than
out.
my own blood family members. Like, I had blood family members that live right here in Atlanta. Didn't even show up. You know
I
what I
didn't
mean?
have that many blood family members either, but oh yeah, DCS,
DCS showed up,
out.
didn't he, man?
Oh, so they love us, huh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they showed
came
out.
through.
Shout out to the DCS
Yeah,
family.
at
I
that
love
point, I
y'all.
was like, man, them people was, them folk was happening, because when I seen how they was all showing up and doing their thing, and
So you know what that means?
what's that?
I made a good impression.
Yeah, you can do. The folk love you for real.
You see how I do?
Yeah, them people love you. Nah, but
I love them too. I love
yeah,
y'all too.
it was some good people that came out. I mean, that was dope. When you think back on it, just how many people, the people from her school, Drew. It was some folks from Drew came. They were dope.
Some people who she worked with.
Oh yeah, it was a couple girls from her job came.
A lot of them. It was a couple of them that came to
Yeah,
the hospital.
yeah, it was a bunch of them. She had a couple friends that show up. That was dope. But yeah, now DCS came and show out, man. Big shout out, man, for real, to all my wife ex co-workers and friends over there at the Department of Community Supervision.
Right.
What's happening? So she left her job. You left your job back in what month you left your job in?
I put my well, it was like 3 weeks. I put 3 weeks in, maybe like July, the middle of July.
For sure.
So I was officially out of there July 31st.
Oh, that was sad. We ain't gonna tell y'all what we got going on right now, though. So we ain't gonna say nothing. We're gonna
Some of y'all know.
Yeah, we're gonna wait till we finish, though. We're gonna wait till we complete. Then we're gonna tell y'all what we got going on. And then we sold the house. Sold the house.
And that was rough, y'all.
Ooh, selling the house. We
That
was
was
in that
rough.
house. We bought that house back in 2006. We bought the house back in 2006. And we bought the house wrong. You remember how we went through so much to get it? That when we got it, it was a bad loan, and it's just a horrible situation.
But it was very roomy for the kids.
Yeah, because at the time we couldn't find no place there to fit all them children for that price.
But hold on.
What?
So we bought the house because you said you wanted to fix her up.
I want to fix it up.
And so somebody, I can't remember who gave you the
Dennis. That Home Depot book. Dennis.
Home improvement book.
Dennis?
So he
Oh, at the
thought he was-
barbershop?
Yeah, he thought he was I don't know who Tim the Two Man Taylor, I guess.
The first 8 years, the first maybe 7 or 8 years, But after that, you'll start tearing stuff up. So anybody you buying a house and you buying
So
a
did you wait for the 8 years to tear stuff up? Cause
no, I said the first eight years I was tearing stuff up.
Oh yeah, because I remember coming home one day and
No.
I saw floors just piled up outside. I said, he got the floors. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my. We walked on plywood for about a
10
couple
years.
On
You
plywood.
crazy. You crazy. It's been a long time.
It was more than 10 years.
I don't gonna say
It was
10,
like 10
but
years.
it was because we got the
At least the
upstairs done.
5.
Because Rick did the upstairs and he put the new floors down when he did the
No, Rick didn't do it. Somebody else did it first. They put the
Oh right, the Mexican guys,
Yeah, we know
Hispanic
kids
guys, they came in and did it. That's right.
right. So
That's
we walked on the plywood for a long time.
It was a couple years, and then
with holes in the walls. The kids
pictures.
trying to take pictures. Like, look, don't take
we
pictures
were
in
wild.
front of the hole.
We ain't kill. We ain't kill.
I cared.
Yeah, but no, we did that. But anyway, we was in that house since 2006. We bought that house on some, man, them people, like when I say we were on some, them people hustled me so bad.
Hold on, man said had them working. Yeah, y'all was working. I remember Man, Quay,
Yeah.
Nuki, and Tay surprised you one day. Y'all remember that man?
Drywall.
Drywall.
Yeah.
You had showed them how to
Yeah.
put up a drywall, and then you came home from work. They had them put the drywall up.
Yeah, we were doing like we vaulted the ceilings. We vaulted the ceilings, and
Yep, y'all. I got pictures of
we
it.
vaulted the ceilings. And then we did the whole basement downstairs when we put the floors down, and then we enclosed. You remember when we put up the wall?
And we put the rug. We had to put the rug down there.
Yeah, that was Tyrone on Corn Daddy. My nephew them daddy Tyrone did the rug downstairs 1st, and then we boxed it in because you remember we put the floors down, and then we built up the door. Remember because it was wide open down there.
Oh yeah.
And we built up that wall in the door. I did that. Well, we did that. I didn't do that. Man, we did so much work, man. And we sold the house, and I am grateful. I'm number one grateful. It was a great experience though.
It
And
was something else.
And
We
I-
were living out of boxes, and
yeah.
then it took the third one. Congratulations. We're glad that she got it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The whole process of selling it, man. Oh my God. So I learned my lesson. Next time when you buy right, you don't have it's not a problem selling. So you gotta buy right. That's the main thing. When anybody who need any advice about buying a house, a lot of times if you sometimes we buy properties based on a need, and we don't really buy it based on the investment strategy.
Right.
And that's what we did. We bought based on the need, and we got the cheapest house we could find, the cheapest, biggest house we could find with space
They had a lot of yard.
and a lot of yard that accommodate a lot of people. That's fine when you're going in, but when you get ready to sell, that community gotta hold up that value. So
Right.
that was a
But mind you, when we first bought it, it was a good neighborhood.
it was alright.
From far as
was
so
alright.
when we moved in, all the children seemed like all the children in the neighborhood, because they saw all the children we had.
Yeah, they used to be
They
over
came
there.
and welcomed us. Welcome to the neighborhood, and then from that day on, every child.
And then we had the church downstairs,
Oh, yeah,
and
we had
the
the church
church.
downstairs.
So the church downstairs was bringing everybody over there too. You know what I mean? And then the studio.
Yeah.
We had,
Oh, we had the
We had
studio.
the studio in there.
Because at first we was on Fire for Christ.
On Fire for
studio.
Christ. Now we were doing the studio, but we were doing remember we had a little radio show when we had these microphones right here.
Oh yeah, so we did on Fire for Christ first, and then we did
The studio. Now all of us together, cause you remember, and then I remember because it took
We had any microphones too.
not these, but these microphones right here.
We ended up.
Cause it took me so much to get them. They were so expensive, man. I was broke.
Hey,
man.
Jeremy.
We were broke.
Hey,
Big dog
brother.
was happening, bro. But now we were so broke, man. We were
was
broke.
rough.
We were broke, and so we sold the house, and we went through the journey, man, of selling the house, and I'm so glad we did because
Me too, but we did have some good times. We had some very, very, very
In the
good
house?
times. And yeah, in
Man,
our
think
house.
about how many people live with us over there. How many people done took advantage of the, like, not in a negative sense,
Yeah.
but in a good sense. Like, came and stayed, and how we were able to help, and
Right.
the kids were there, and man, it was dope. Like, that
We
was
had a lot of family gatherings.
that was
over
dope.
there.
But Thanksgivings every year, and then after everybody started getting over and moving away, then it kind of dwindled off. But
Right.
barbecues, and that house was amazing. And the next thing we working on right now gonna be even better.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's not you're not walking away from something. You actually using it to build something better. You know
Right.
what I mean? So
What
yeah.
I can say is this life with you since 2004, not to big up your head or nothing, but it's been a journey. It's been a good journey. That's why when you have an idea, you say, let's do this. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do because I know it's going to be something.
For sure,
adventurous.
for sure. Yeah. No. We that's the biggest thing. I was saying that today. We were watching that show, and that man was saying something, and his wife was like, she was like, but what's she was like, but what's gonna happen if it this and what's gonna happen if it's that? And I was like, he ain't got nothing. He ain't got nothing on his side.
As soon as you say something, I'm like, okay, let's make this happen. I'm researching to the point you like, hold on,
chill up.
Wait a minute. Like, no, you can't tell me that because as soon as you say, let's do this, or I want to do this, my mind is geared to let me see how we gonna make this happen.
Yeah, and that
because you do the same thing for me.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like, that's part of it. Like.
I know we had been talking for a long time, so we knew a couple years ago that I was going to leave the department, but we didn't know when or what we was going to be doing.
For sure.
And so I just know after all this with Kiwi and all this stuff, we were just talking one weekend. So it was decided one weekend. You was like,
even when we sold the house,
right?
It was just we sitting there talking one night. And I was like, man, let's just go and do it.
My job first though, you like. Just put your 2 weeks in. I like say less. Yeah. So I put them 2 weeks in, and then just one day I think 2 days. We talked about it the day before, and he was like, just sell the house.
Let's just sell the house.
Let's just sell the house. Run it.
Man, the thing is, you hold on to stuff. Sometimes the hardest thing it is to do is let go, man. Like let go of the past. But it's not you giving up nothing. You drawing back to be prepared further. You know what I mean?
Okay, hold on.
What's that?
Man, Mario Barnes.
What'd he say?
Would you buy in a neighborhood again or a private property? Property.
Well, listen. Now, I'm gonna give you my sincere.
Good question, man.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give you my sincere advice. My sincere advice is when you buying a property, especially your first home buying experience, I would really look towards the investment part of it. The reason why, because you buy this giant house for you and your kids, and let's say you got 2 kids, 3 kids, and you buy this nice home for them, and the home is nice to accommodate you and your kids, and they can grow up in it. Their friends can visit, they can stretch out, and then one day they gone. Mm-hmm. So now you and your wife just stuck with a property that is too big for y'all. So if you bought that property based on your current situation, like we did, then when you get to the future, you may be in a pickle. So I always believe that you should buy or do anything based on where you're trying to be.
Right.
So I would really invest in the best property I can get, in the best location, in the best school district that I can get in, and pay a little bit more money for future tense, because that same property a year from now, 2 years from now, or 15 years from now when your kids are big, or 20 years from now when they grown, you can sell that property for $300,000 profit. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you and your wife can take that $300,000 and then go buy the place with the property. So a lot of times, man, it's steps. You know, it's stages and steps. You do it the way you want to do it. But if I was in a young man and a young woman buying a property for the first time, man, I'd buy the property, man, based on the investment portion, and realizing that you got your kids and y'all ain't gonna have a house full of kids forever, and then you're gonna look up and they're gonna be gone, and then y'all can now take your that house and sell it for some money and use that.
And then hindsight being 2020, so we did what we did because we was in crunch time, because we had a lot of kids and we had to do what we had to do. Mm-hmm. And so you, man, you and Jarena, so y'all could plan. So your decision will be made in a better since then the decision that we made. Right. And just I think as enough as Black people, man, we don't really understand the concept, that investment, that strategy, being strategic. A lot of times we got this little, you only live once. You just want to do what you got. I got to have mine right now. Now understanding that if you live long enough, the future is coming, and you want to be in a better position tomorrow than you is today. So even when you purchasing something and buying something, think about the future. Like, am I going to be able to, is this going to appreciate, or did I buy a place in the middle of nowhere and it's nice for us, but now it's just me and her, and I don't feel like cutting this grass, and now I'm sitting here, and you know what I mean? And you can't really, do it. So be wise about your, especially large purchases. Be wise about those. I learned so much. If you don't buy right, I don't care what you do to the house, it'll only go up so much. Right, because we did a lot. Yeah, but if you don't buy right, let's say you buy in a trash neighborhood and you put a $100,000 kitchen in that trash neighborhood house,
I don't care what you put in that house, man. You ain't about to get that $100,000 back.
But let me say though,
Yeah.
our house was not in a trash neighborhood.
It
so
wasn't?
Don't think that it was in it. So over the years it got worse. But they beat us up when we first bought the house.
They ripped us
they
apart,
Did.
yeah.
They did, but the house served its purpose
It
because
did.
the whole purpose for us getting that house or getting any house. So when I met my husband, it was me and my 4 kids, and he wanted to put us in a better situation because I was living in an apartment. He moved us to I was actually living in a 2-bedroom apartment with me and my 4 kids, just me and them. And then I met him, and he was like, "Well, we need a bigger space." So he moved us into an apartment, a 3-bedroom apartment. And so then he said, "Well, I need to buy us a house so the kids can have, room to play. They can have a yard and they can grow up in, and they can have friends." Because if you read his story, his books, he'll tell you about his life and the things that he went through. So he didn't want that for our kids, and so we bought that house. And even though they did, like he said, rape us in when we bought the house,
Just for the loan wise.
with the loan wise, the house was spacious for us to raise our kids, and it did give them a sense of stability. So
Right. They got lifelong friends.
Right.
They grew
Right.
they went to the same school, this type of stuff I didn't have. They went to the same school for a
Right.
long time. They graduated from the same area. So yeah,
right,
no.
they have some friends that they still have today. They call brothers,
Yeah,
like
Big Dog Brandon.
Man have Brandon,
Right,
like that's
right.
our other child.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, we
you
got
know,
Chris and it's with Mozart. It's
Right.
a lot of these people
Right.
that's been around forever that you could just see. They see you right now. Hey, Pastor Brown, like you've been knowing them since they were kids.
Right.
You know, they grown people
They used
now.
to be in the basement
yeah.
church.
So I was just, yeah, man. Nah, it was a dope experience, man. Like now walking away from it and being able to, like,
Look,
Get
man
them-
said that stability definitely helped, as they said, and raise other folk kids.
Yeah, also, yeah, a lot of
but
kids-
we help. We help.
yeah, we did okay. But that was yeah, just when you buy, man, just just be wise. A lot of times just be wise. Just be
Uncle
wise.
Wise with the belt.
Yeah, for real. Just be wise. But so then we moved up here. We up here in we in Buckhead now.
So I will say this. So we sold our house, and one
Right.
of my things, because I'm from the country, I love the country. Don't get me wrong, but I wanted to experience. My husband Larry is from Atlanta, from
Greater Hospital.
Greater Hospital, Decatur. So this is where he's from. So I wanted to get the experience of living in a high rise, and so that's what he did. So we sold the house. Well, we actually moved to the high rise before we sold the house.
Right.
So regardless, he was gonna move. So we stayed in Buckhead.
Yeah, we up here and it's dope. We like it.
It's nice. It's a good experience.
Nice experience. Everything around us. We ain't been around everything for 15 years. Like when we wanted to do something nice, we had to travel so far. We had to come up here to do something nice, So we actually live around the nice stuff right now. I know a lot of people who ain't ever really lived up here see stuff on the news and it's all this stuff, but it's dope. Like we go for walks and stuff, and the restaurants are nearby and it's nice. Like we like it. So we're gonna do this for a minute. And then we got some other stuff that we got coming.
Then we'll start another part of his dream.
Yeah, we got some stuff
Well,
coming.
I'll say this our dream.
Yeah.
Our dream. But
Yeah, we got some
we
other
really did this really for me.
Yeah, we got some other things we working on that we ain't gonna talk about until we actually get set up and boom, fixed and going. But yeah, man, this year 2021, man, that was a tough one. It was one of the worst, but one of the best.
Yeah, it was like bittersweet.
Yeah, it was like one of the worst years, but it's also was one of the best years as far as business wise. I made more money in business than ever, and now we're going into something else. Everything as far as that side of things were good. You know what I mean? And another thing that this year actually did for me personally, it kind of, when you lose people, it kind of put things in perspective about just relationships with other people too. That it did that for me, because sometimes you give too much of yourself.
Right.
You do, and people don't appreciate you. And that was a big thing for me. Like I would give of myself and people wouldn't appreciate me. And I'm a valuable individual in regards to what I bring to any relationship or situation. So if I'm in a relationship or situation with somebody, friendship or not, I know I'm bringing value, whether it's just me. I done read a book that I'm gonna sit here and talk to everybody about, whether people want to acknowledge it or not, or accept it or not. So you can't really that's why the Bible talk about casting your pearls before swine. Right. That's even your value, man. So I had to kind of put myself in perspective and choose me and choose my feelings and choose, you know, me over a lot of stuff. So that was 21 was good for me. Yeah.
Right, and I know a lot of people used to always say, well, feel like, you know, you were so mean and you were just
Right.
cold hearted and all that. But no, you have the biggest heart. And I know sometimes it would seem like that because you protecting your heart.
Right.
And I know for me, one of the things was to learn. You taught me how to say no.
Right.
Cause you know my feelings used to get so hurt and I cry because I want to help everybody and I'm taking the weight of the world on my shoulders and then I'm stressed and then that causes a problem with you. Caused a problem with you because you upset because I'm feeling some kind of way. I feel like I gotta save the world.
Right.
And so what you have done for me is, you know, I love everybody and I still, you know, give them myself, but I gotta make sure that I'm straight.
Choose you.
I gotta choose me.
Yeah, that's the
because
biggest
a lot of
part.
times when I chose other people over feelings or their situations over mine, I did it, but I still felt, you know,
you sacrifice
obligated.
yourself.
So I'm not, you know, they say when you get older, it's just a whole different scenario, like whatever. Like 45, since I turned in my 40s, especially 45, getting ready to turn 46 in February, it's like I don't feel obligated to nobody. I'm saving my peace.
Right.
I'm loving on everybody. I still love on everybody. You know, it's something that I will go extra hard for because they go extra hard for me. But I'm not going to love those who just love me. I love everybody, but I'm going to do what I feel like I want to do because I want to do.
No, 100%. I got you 100%. Somebody told me something one time, a long time ago, man. He said, there is only one Jesus and you are not him.
Absolutely.
He said, sometimes people, that what
you say when you still be preaching, you be like, I'm not Jesus Jr.
Yeah, I'm not him. And because you'll sacrifice yourself to make other people happy. And they'll travel, they will walk all over you, man. And they will literally like chew you up and spit you out. So, and then you'll be left a shadow of yourself.
So what helped me learn how to cope with stuff, because you know, like everybody, we done been through stuff in life.
Right.
And I used to be like, now I'm not gonna say depressed because I won't give too many people that much, you know, of me. But I used to be thinking sometimes, dwelling on stuff that happened to me in the past. And then I realized while I'm worrying about what they did to me, they living their best life.
They can't even remember.
Right. I'm still there worrying about you did this to me and all this stuff, and life was pitiful and all that stuff, and they gone on by their business. So no, I'm not.
Yeah, they done moved on. Right. That's what the lady, I seen a video on TikTok the other day. The lady say somebody fired her because of some reason, and now she doing really well in life. And she was in the mall, and she seen the lady coming in the mall, right? So she was getting ready to floss on her, like she doing good in life. She got her own business, right? So she pulled up on the lady, was like, "Hey, how you doing?" She said the lady didn't even remember who she was. She had been holding all that so long,
right?
And that lady couldn't even remember who she was,
right?
Yeah.
Right. So that's the sums up a whole lot of people in life. You know, you could be mad at somebody for something 15, 20 years ago, and then all this time passed by.
Damn,
and
stun you.
They not stun you. Look, you can't even remember why you mad. You just, I just don't like you. I'm just mad. But I just at a point now, I'm not mad at nobody. I love everybody, but I'm just not gonna give too much of myself because I don't. Then I don't be left with nothing.
Yeah, because
and I can't help anybody. I can't even help myself. I'm no good for nobody.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna continue to love on you, boo, because I love you. I know folks get tired of me talking about how much I love, but I love me some you, and I don't care who get tired of that. Right. And I love my grandbabies. I want them to know, all 8 of them. And I got some bonus too. We got 2 bonus ones.
Right.
So I'm gonna love on them and just make sure that they know we are here, we're available, and we just love them. I love our kids. And I'm just going this journey, these things that we got going on. I'm just going,
It's a lot of stuff going on.
Right, it's a lot, and it's exciting, y'all. It's just so exciting. So anybody know me know I love to plan. I love to plan and research.
I don't.
He don't.
But I just like to do it.
Sometimes he get mad because I'm planning stuff, and then when the boo boo hit the pan, and he be like, "Oh, I got it." He's like, "I'm glad. Yeah. I'm glad I planned. You glad I planned?" So I'm just excited about what's going on, y'all. It just,
he said that real, Jeremy, non-toxic living.
Right.
No, that is dope.
Right,
yeah.
when you learn how to just let go and just,
that's dope.
I put a post up because I was listening to a sermon and it was just blessing me. It's just when you lay aside every weight, for real. When you lay aside everything, you can't change everything. You can't change stuff.
Yeah.
You know the serenity prayer, but you whatever you can change and whatever you can control, you do that, and whatever you
Right.
can't, you just let it go, and then you can have clarity.
What was I listening to
and
the
peace
other
to
day?
think about what God have for you to do, the plans that you need to do, the steps they become so crystal clear. Like let me stop. Let me not. I can't worry about how what I do or what I say affects somebody else. I have to do what I have to be genuine.
Right.
First of all, you know, and I try to be genuine because that's just me and my heart, and
Right.
you know my heart because that's one of the main things you love about me, right?
Yeah.
My heart. But anyway, so you just have to be genuine and do the best you can, but you got to let go of stuff. If not, then you're gonna be bound.
Right.
I was tired of being bound.
And also, I let go of stuff too, but I ain't gonna let nobody do it to me again.
Absolutely.
So that's the biggest thing.
That's one thing that you ain't like.
Right. So letting go don't mean I'm being stupid. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So I can let go. I don't have no bitterness in my heart to you, but you're not gonna do it to me no more. Now I'll be boo-boo the fool to let you do it again.
Right. So I had to learn to stop being stupid.
Yeah, you being stupid at that point. You just letting folk redo stuff that you.
Right,
Cause
like, hold on.
look, at some point you gotta understand that a person has shown you who they are. Once you finally get that part, all that where they'll change, they done already showed you who they are.
So I understand now when people
Yeah.
say, and a lot of people say, you know, we as black people are the most forgiving people in the world because we we forgive, and you're supposed to forgive, and I believe you do forgive.
Yeah.
But forgiveness does not mean you continue to let somebody
can do that
beat
to
up
me
on you.
again.
I can forgive you, and I still love you, but I ain't got to fool with you.
Nope, you done already showed me
If
who
you're
you are.
hungry, I help you eat.
Look.
But that don't mean that I'm gonna give you everything, all of me. No.
Yeah, I would not do this shit. It's waste time over the host up, unhost. But that's real, bro. That's real.
That's right,
One
Jeremy.
thing that I learned, right? When I end up
We
going,
love you too, Jeremy.
yeah, when I end up going to prison, and I say this all the time, the guy who I end up getting caught up in stuff with, Johnny had already told me, like,
Right.
hey man, like, bro, ain't hitting on there, bro. He ain't saying no word. He was like, bro, you know what I mean? Then my partner told me that, and then my other partner told me that, and then he had did some stuff that I seen that I had already know, and what I consider these are breadcrumbs. So regardless of the nature of the relationship, people will leave breadcrumbs about their true character, and it's on you to pick them breadcrumbs up and decipher. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what kind of house we living in, whatever, what we not living in. Our ultimate goal as a species is survival.
Right.
Just like any other animal or Homo sapien or bug, we want to live.
Right.
And when somebody's showing you small little character flaws in themselves, you better step back and be like, because the next flaw they show you may be one that got you somewhere messed up for life. You know
You know
what I
what I'm
mean?
saying? Warning comes before destruction.
Yeah.
So you get those warnings. You know, what's the saying? When people show you who they are, you believe them.
I believe 'em. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
When people show me, and then it's like you give people you love so many opportunities to correct their behavior, but then at some point you gotta just fall back and understand that even though I love you, you just ain't good for me. Like
Right.
you just ain't cool. I love you though, you know, and I can love you from a distance.
But it's just an unspoken thing that just because we share the same blood
Or the
that-
DNA or
the
whatever. Yeah, that's
that
family,
You're supposed
you
to
know.
let people run over you. No, you do not.
Well, people take you for granted
do.
because
And-
they don't feel like you'll ever leave them alone.
Right, and it's those that are the closest to you. The people, strangers really can't hurt you because they don't have access to
'Cause
you.
you got your guard up.
Right, so
Yeah.
it's the ones that you. And what's the saying? Who would if somebody broke into your house and what would you do? You would protect yourself. You
Right,
would do
right.
whatever. But we allow people to break into our hearts and break into our
Right.
minds over and over and over again. And
Yeah, right.
we got to stop doing it because we enabling people.
Right.
We teach. I had to learn that we teach people how to treat us.
us.
So if you treat me a certain kind of way and I continue to allow you
Right.
to treat me that way, then I'm giving you the okay.
I'm giving you free access to do that. And then it's
Right.
all about, and I'm gonna tell you another thing. Boundaries is part of maturity.
Right.
Being a mature adults set boundaries. We
Right.
say, I love you, but no, we not getting together today. We can't be together every day.
Right.
I'm going home.
Right.
I know I'm not giving you my money. So
Right.
mature adults set boundaries, and mature adults understand
Right,
boundaries.
and if you tripping and I love you, I'm gonna tell you you tripping.
Right.
And if you
Yeah.
appreciate my genuineness and my friendship and you trust me, you love me,
Yeah.
then you know that I'm not trying to tear you down.
Right.
So you got to have those. We always talked about that before. Safe people. So if you are, if first of all, if I allow you in my corner, and I should trust you.
Right.
If not, then I'm just crazy for allowing you in my circle and
I don't
allowing
trust
you
you.
in my business
What
anyway.
you around over here
You know,
for?
right. So if I trust you and I trust you enough to tell you my business
For
or
sure.
tell you something, that I should be able to trust you enough to tell me when I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Because I want you to say, little baby,
Isn't it
tripping.
amazing though? Listen, isn't it amazing? It's some of the strangers. And you remember we was up here the other day, and Jeremy and your friends, I was saying Jennifer, she was here, and both of us, she was like, she used to be my boss, and Jeremy was like, yeah, he used to be my boss. Ain't it amazing the people who you end up in life with, like these
Right.
relationships you develop,
Right.
yeah, that outside of, because something I've learned, and I really mean this. Like a lot of times, your family don't know who you are. They know who you were. Like they know, like they call me Spoke. They know old Spoke. They don't know me. Like they don't know me. They don't know the stuff that they don't know who I am in the real world. Like my granddaddy still call me, hey Spoke, what's going on? I'm just saying, man, I am grown, but he's still my granddaddy, right? So but a lot of times when you deal with people who've been around you your whole life, they don't know you. And then you meet somebody who outside of your family who meet you,
and they appreciate they appreciate what you.
Yeah.
So when I
because
say
they see you
right,
too.
when I say
they know
offer
who
to
you
them, I'm
are.
not saying that because you have people. We should have people in our lives who gonna do something for us. Not money, not give you
Right.
nothing. I'm saying like if I
Have
just
some value,
right, some
Offer.
value. So if you a good listener,
Yeah, for
then
real.
listen to me talk, and I'm gonna listen to you talk. It's a
Right.
give and take kind of relationship,
Yeah.
you know. So we should have people. So those people who really they value what we bring to the table, and not just all that's
and
old smoke,
appreciate it,
that's
yeah.
old smoke,
And they
or
think
that's
they can
old-
keep,
right.
And that's the problem why so many people never get the better or the better expression of you or
Right.
the true value of you. They never get a chance to experience the real you because
Right.
they still looking for you in an old place. So they don't know who you are.
Right.
Like I realized that, like you just sitting there looking at them and they talking to you and they don't even know who you are.
And that reminds me of the video you did the other day about when we got these apartments.
Yeah.
About people, so they don't know the Larry,
Right.
but they know your background
And
because
that's
they
the
ran your
problem with
background,
that.
right? And
Yeah.
so so just to expound on what you did when I applied for the first apartment, I won't say either name, but we applied for the first apartment. We actually went in and signed a lease, right? And you didn't
No, I told them. They said the reason why I said okay. So
they said they don't look after 7 years.
After 7 years, so we got denied for apartment. I just did a video I put on YouTube. We got denied for apartment because I said I had never been convicted of a felony, and it wasn't that I said I meant. But they told us that they don't look past 7 years.
So I even put it right.
If they don't look past 7, it's been over 20 years, so don't put it. But that's a lie. They do look.
Mm-hmm.
What they do is they hire these little outside services, and them
Right.
people look. They do their job. And
Rightfully so,
and
because
rightfully
people
so.
be
Yeah,
because
yeah,
people
right.
will make some fake check stuff.
Yeah, and if I ran a property and I had a property and I owned
I
this
would do that
place,
too.
I would want somebody to make sure
Right.
somebody ain't coming in here robbing, killing, stealing, raping,
Right.
doing right. So I
Absolutely.
understand that, but it still gotta be some kind of
Checks and balances.
and it can't just be
Individual,
and
right.
it can't be like a machine because a machine only know yes or no. So a human entity, that's what that lady was like. So at some point, a human got to step in and say, because the machine just gonna say yes or it's gonna say no, but a human got to step in and say, hold on.
So that's one of the things I never liked about the system that I worked for 18 years.
Right.
So I believe that regardless of whether it's you breaking the law or did you have your kids and they doing something and they pay the consequences for that, then you done with that because you paid your deed to society
That's what it's supposed
or
to
to
be.
the house. That's what it's supposed to be, but
Right.
that's not the reality.
It's ran. It's so they say. I learned this. They say it was supposed to be about rehabilitation,
But it's not.
It's about punishment.
Right, and labeling you and
It's a
keeping you down.
punishment. It's a continual. Even after you get out, it's a continual punishment.
Right.
And as a society, the people who go to jail are the castaways. They're
Right.
the throwaways. But I can say this, and I really do mean this. I got more hustle. I got more drive. I got more get up and go. I got more everything because I have to than the average person, right? So it's like somebody born with a handicap. Somebody born with a handicap overcompensate. So if he got a too short leg, he learned how to balance himself, or she learned how
Right.
to balance herself with the other leg, and she becomes stronger in that leg. Somebody who can't hear well can see well,
All right.
or vice versa, right? So, not to say I'm glad. Number one, prison saved my life. So anybody who know me,
I'm glad you went to prison.
anybody who knew me prior to prison,
Right.
knew me, because I put up a front around my family. They ain't know all kind of stuff I was into. But anybody knew me before prison knew I was crazy. So prison saved my life, number one. And number two, that handicap of having that background, it just made me work harder.
Right.
So that's one of them situations that'll make you or break you. But no, it's not fair.
I know you telling me when you met me, I had a career. So I met you when you had got out of prison. You was in prison in another state, so I ain't know nothing about that. You tried to sweet talk me, but anyway, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, and so so I was in my career.
Purse first.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Purse first. You used to say that too, bro. I'm like, what he mean?
Purse first, yeah.
But anyway, so when I met you, I was in my career. You was working in the temp service.
I was working at temp service.
I remember you used to work at a barbershop. Come home, you made
$7.
like $7 or $10, and
Clippers Barbershop, Candler Road.
My job paid the mortgage,
Took care of us.
paid the rent and all that stuff,
Right.
and we needed some food. So your $10, $7 that you made,
It'll buy the quick little quick little bag of rice.
And what else?
Some
And
chicken. Yeah, so
buy some chicken
legs and bag of
leg
rice.
quarters. And so you went from that to like, oh my God.
but number one, so we always say faith without works is dead.
Right.
So you can believe all you want to.
Man said eating chicken every night.
So look, you could believe all you want to, right?
You ain't no pork back
So
then either.
you could believe all you want to, but until you do something with that belief and plant a seed,
Right.
it don't matter. So my thing was, and my thing still is today. That's why I was saying when I was in there today, when bro was hitting me up, I was like, asking me all them dumb questions. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna get mad at him because he gonna bring me some money.
Right.
You know what I mean? And for real. So my thing still is today, I gotta outwork the next man, because I don't have the luxury of saying I'm gonna take a week off. I don't have a college degree. I don't have a military
You got
degree.
GED.
I don't have any of that. So I don't have any powerful friends and connections.
Right.
So I just have to work. You know what I
Well,
mean?
you gonna be the connection.
Yeah, so I have to work. So
Amen, somebody.
so when somebody talk to me about people being who
You already are a connection.
yeah, when people talk about me, people being a joint and people having them asterisks by their name, I actually ask them, like, if you do that, really, is that really a hindrance? Because that literally will make you grind your butt off, because you don't have nothing to lay on.
Hold on, let me go back to the apartment. I thought.
What apartment here?
No, talk about so about applying, and the first one denied you because of your background.
tripping.
Right, and then so they told us that they don't go back 7 years, but they didn't tell us about the administrative fee. They kept that, but they gave us the deposit part.
How much was the administrative fee?
So
What, about $75?
huh?
How much it was, about $75?
No, the deposit, they gave us the $500 back. It was like $280.
We lost it, whatever it was.
We lost it. It was
Yeah.
$289. So we lost that part.
Yeah.
So when we applied for the next department, before we applied and
You
paid,
talked to 'em.
I talked to him. I was like, look, this is the situation.
And they some good people.
They are. So I told him, I was like, my husband is a convicted felon.
For real.
Over 20 years ago.
Big convict.
Big convict.
Yeah.
Over 20 years ago. But that shouldn't hinder him, because my husband has his own company, his
Right,
own
right.
business. So even without.
But the money never was an issue.
No.
'Cause you remember when we was at the other place and she asked me I did the profit and loss statement. and
Right,
all
but
that?
listen,
Yeah.
but all those together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So that's
yeah.
what I told him. I was like,
Yeah.
he's a convicted felon, but over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I resigned from my job, but his company, itself can cover this apartment without even putting my savings, my stuff on it.
Right.
And so I talked to him, and he was listening, and that's why they fought, because I called and I told them, like, look.
Yeah, you was up front.
Right, and I said it should not.
Yeah.
His 20-year-ago past should not hinder him.
Yeah.
He's a productive. I sold you.
Tax paying.
Tax paying.
Pay more taxes than
businessman.
some people
Let me send you
make
his
a
website
year, yeah.
to his business, his office. He's a businessman, so that shouldn't hold that. And
But
then
these people are dope.
right, and that's what caused them, because the people who actually did the background,
Said
the
no.
company said no,
No.
and the people called
That
you
lady
personally
called
and
me. I'm
told
gonna
you,
say
look,
that though. I gotta say
Right.
that, man. Like that was dope. This lady, she was like, she not even in this building. She like the regional director or something. She over the region. She picked up the phone and called me. she called me and I was chilling, you know. She said, cause I had thought they was just finna say no, cause it had took so long. And then they give you this website, you go to this and you log in and you just see the one little thing still pending is the background. Everything else is approved, but the background is still pending. So then she called me, the lady called me, she said, Larry, I just want to be the first to tell you that you're gonna get a notice saying that you were denied. You're gonna say you denied. You may have already got it, but you're not gonna be denied. I'm gonna make sure. She said, I'm gonna override it. She said, I'm gonna talk to my boss, who the VP, and I'm gonna get it approved. You don't worry about it. Y'all can, she said, when y'all need to be in? I told her, well, we'll like to be in by blah. She said, go ahead, don't worry about it. Call them. I'm calling them, congratulations, but you're good. Don't worry about it. So it took a human to actually interject themselves into that situation to see, like, you could look at it on paper. This ain't no talk. Like, you can see that I have corrected myself. I've been a productive member of society since I got out of jail, you know, when I got out, and been started my own business in 2019 and been paying big taxes, like, for real, like, shoot. So, nah, man, I really appreciate it. But it all started, though, number one, with you.
You know what Jay just said?
What did they say?
Wife. You know that leads me to?
Yeah.
A man that finds a wife finds a good thing.
Yeah, no, for real, though. For real, though. No, but that because I would have just been like, man, you know what? Forget these folks. You know what I mean? Because I felt like we were low key begging them or something.
Right. You know, you like, fuck them folks.
But no, it helped me because it showed me that these some decent people.
Right. Absolutely.
Like, you know, these some decent people, and that helped me. That helped me see, like, everybody ain't a castaway.
Decent people.
You got some decent people, man. White, black, green, gay, straight, lesbian, trans, like, all that, man. Like, just some good people. Like, I don't care what your preference, your color, your agenda. If you just a good person, you just a good person. So that's what we met up here. We met some good people, and
that's why it's so important for people who have a good heart to get in these strategic places. That's why you know everybody can't be a owner.
No,
but you gotta have, you can't.
Somebody need to be there. Yeah,
you have to. But it's good. So that's one thing. So you're in a situation now where you can hire people, where you can make things happen. You know, and so that was one of the things that I like about the job that I resigned, because I was the center administrator over the day reporting center, and I could give people opportunities, so I can look at people. So when I used to interview, they would look at me. I know we all over the place, but just follow us, y'all. Yeah. So we're just having a conversation. Yeah. So when I used to interview, I know that whatever I put my hand on, I was gonna do it, and I was gonna do it the best of my ability, or don't do it at all. But I didn't get certain jobs because I didn't interview well, because I was like, first of all, I talk fast. And some people took, because I talk fast, and took it as me being nervous. Right. Like, you know, you're going to be nervous anyway, but that's not why I talk fast. I talk fast because I talk fast. Right. And so me being in the situation that I was, in a place to hire people, I didn't just look at what the paper say. You know, the paper say they do A, B, C, and D. Because I've seen people hire people instead of me, and they like, oh my God, why did I do that? Because they interview better. Right. But you have to do a thorough, you know, investigation, and know that the people is not just they interview good, they're good people. Right. And so I was glad that I was placed in a situation where I could offer people opportunities. And one of the people who I hired sent me a message the other day and was like, "Thank you." And the example of it was in the Bible where somebody, I can't remember, but anyway, because of who she was, God presented her to me. Right. And he did through somebody else, but it was him doing it, you know? Yeah. And I was able to give people opportunities where otherwise they may not have been.
And that's the thing.
The opportunity.
So that's the thing. That's why it's so important for us to be in positions like that. Right. Because you got so many people who have been sitting in cubicles and just deny opportunity just based on some surface reason. They qualified, they the best person for the opportunity, but they don't get it because of whatever reason. So that's why it's good for good, honest people to be in those type of positions, because you got a lot of people who will be stuck in a cubicle forever if it wasn't for somebody who gave somebody a shot.
And listen, even to go beyond being stuck in a cubicle or in a business, just think about people who miss their blessings because it's not dressed up or packaged the way they want it to be.
They don't talk the way they want.
Right, because just think about it now. When I met you, I was, you know, a correctional officer. I had my career.
Big bucks, no whammies.
Big oh, big boss. So when I met you, I was, correction officer, and you had just got out of prison. So what if I would have just said, I'm in my career. This joker just got out of prison.
Miss your blessing.
Right. I would have missed my blessing because it didn't look like, a lot of us be looking for people who already got their stuff together. And I ain't got my stuff together. Because let me tell you something. Even though I was in my career, right, I had me an apartment. It was a decent apartment. It had a brand new car, paying too much for it. They had them mess. But I just need right. I don't care. I just need to get to work. Right. But I was handling my business up here in the ATL by myself with my 4 kids. And but just think about it. I still didn't have my stuff together because we were still living in a 2-bedroom apartment with me, 3 boys and 1 girl.
Right.
And I'm working my butt off 16 hours every other day. Didn't know when I was gonna go home. So in my mind, I would be crazy to think I want me a man who got his stuff together and I don't have my stuff together.
Well, hey, anybody got a right. They can think however they want to think.
Well, I'm glad my mind wasn't like that because I would have missed my boat.
When I was in prison, do you know, I learned so much that I apply now. Mm-hmm. Like, I taught myself, it was a guy in prison who taught me how to do the stock market in prison. Like, I was in there reading the Wall Street Journal. Dude pulled up on me one day and said, you ain't never coming back, bro. I said, really? He said, nah. I said, what make you think that? He said, I could just tell. He said, you ain't never come back. I said, why? He said, 'cause I see you every day doing something to make yourself better. So when I got out, I ain't had no money, but I had a plan. Like, I had a plan. So that was my biggest thing. Like, all I needed was a shot. And that's what I believe in. I give you a shot. That's why Jeremy, he on here. I don't know if he's still on or not. He'll be forever my dog. Like, he'll be forever my partner. Cause when we were working over there, right behind over here, bro was over there busting his butt working as an unpaid intern.
I remember that.
Unpaid intern. And I was like, nah, man. If that man will come up here and work for free, I want brother work for me. Like, if he willing to get his butt up, and then from there, man, he coming to work, man. Like, if I need him at 1 o'clock in the morning, big bro coming up there handling it.
Yeah,
so,
I'm here.
yes, sir. But he'll forever
be
be my dog because he showed me some real stuff, like, about himself. Like, he showed me that. And he wasn't making a lot of money. I wasn't really making a lot of money like that. But for somebody to still show you their character, like, nah, I do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why he'll forever be my dog. Because he always has shown me, man, no complaints, no gripes and stuff, man. And them the kind of people I need around me. Because when you got dreams and visions bigger than you, you can't pull them off by yourself.
Right.
You can't. You need other people to help you pull off these dreams and visions, right? Other people they can see. Just like when we pulled the KVD thing off. All that stuff, me and you, Kim and Curtis did all that stuff. Nana did the cakes. Jeremy was like, I got somebody to do security and still did security. Help me. While walking around, basically did security better than the dude we paid to do security for.
And my dog Zay, them take
Zay.
I can't.
Yeah.
Zay is from whatever it is. I don't care whatever it is. Zay is very supportive from day one. And then I didn't even know, like, Zay was my good friend before I even knew that y'all was
childhood friends.
Saw a picture when y'all babies, snot nose and everything, taking pictures. So, she my day one from.
Yeah, when you got people like that.
And then one other person who became real cool, that when I first, I was her supervisor.
I know who you finna say.
Talking about Johnson.
Johnson, cool.
I was like, oh my God, what's going on with this girl?
Dope.
But let me tell you something. When that happened to Kiwi,
Johnson dope. Yeah,
I was really
like,
like, she came up out of the woodwork, like, oh my God.
I really
every day crying with me, talking about what we gonna do, what you want to do. Like, no.
Sometimes people touch you and impact you and don't even know it just by doing small and simple stuff. And that's why it ain't gotta be fake and scripted. Like, it don't have to be no big grand gesture, because the real know the real.
Right.
Like, real folks know real folks. And real folks know when somebody putting on too. You know what I mean?
You can only fake for so long.
And now, being in the situation that we've been blessed to be in, I've been blessed for us business-wise, people tend to try to do stuff to gain favor low-key. You understand what I'm saying? So I peeped that too. Like, I'm almost on you. You know what I mean? Like, I owe you for you doing this. Like, I get that now, so I know what's going on. So when you see somebody jingling, nah, you just my partner, so I appreciate that. So yeah, Jeremy, when he brought the food over there, man, I was such in a fog then, I can't even hardly remember a lot of that stuff.
But you kept telling Jeremy was good, and Jeremy like, no, I'm finna bring this food.
Yeah, he brought the food over there. But that's dope, man. I appreciate all that, man. Last year 2021 was one of the worst, but also one of the best years that we have been, and we've came across Wolves for us as a relationship. You got a chance to finally walk away. What would that? I remember when you did it though. I remember when you did it. It was tight. How was it?
With my own level.
When you left. Now when you finally got a chance to walk away from that place,
I was like,
you scared?
No. So one thing I know. Did you ask me? Did you ask me? Was I know? Let me tell you something. I don't care what we do.
Yeah.
I know that we gonna make it.
We gonna be straight.
I know that for real. Like I'm never scared or nervous or nothing. It's just to be excited on what we gonna do now. Even before, even when stuff was like very hard and we was going through stuff, and I didn't know how it was going. So my faith, I have a whole lot of faith in God.
For sure.
So I don't know how he gonna do it. I know he gonna do it. So I'm like, oh my God. But when I left my job, it was like, okay, so we on the next journey. It was like, because all my life, all I know is working for people.
Working for other people. And just having the freedom now to just go and be free. That's a big deal.
Right, because I told you for the last, 2 or 3 weeks, I'm a housewife.
Yeah.
For
but
a
I'm
minute.
just saying, like,
we building our business, but I'm finna experience being a housewife for a minute.
That's a big deal, just having the freedom to have freedom. So that was the biggest thing that I got out of 2000. Just since 2020 was tough because the COVID thing, and we were kind of locked down, so it was a lot of uncertainty about the COVID thing. Even though quarantine was pretty dope on low key.
You know, I don't have to go nowhere. So I'm good.
Quarantine was low key dope.
You used to be like, I'm getting cabin fever. You would get cabin fever.
Yeah, but when I think back on it, like quarantine, because I was locked in the house the first half doing the business out the house. And then the second half,
I know years ago, even when, anytime Atlanta or Georgia see any kind of snow, they close everything down. And so we was in the house 2 or 3 days. You're like, I gotta get up out of here. I'm like, he tripping because I'm all right.
Nah, yeah, quarantine.
Bring on the snow.
Quarantine was low key dope though. Quarantine was like, when you look back on it, like it was all right. Like it was okay. It just worrying about catching COVID. That was the problem.
Right, going to the store
and no food. Yeah,
and them children, our kids bringing oh my God, where y'all going? Y'all party like 1995.
It wasn't no issue. That was meal.
Yeah,
it wasn't no
meal and Nuki.
Yeah, Mosiah, he was
like,
coming
oh
through.
My
yeah,
God, y'all gonna stay in the house to the point where look, you got
knock us off. Yeah, but and then finding the food for going to get the tissue and all that stuff with grandma. Yeah.
Oh, right. But we had a plug for the tissue.
Plug. Big Shane.
I know you can't say our plug.
Oh, my bad.
No, you don't know what we gonna need. No.
Oh yeah, now we had a plug for the tissue.
We had a plug for the tissue and the paper towel.
And we had a plug for the tissue and the paper towel.
Anything else? The Lysol. We had a plug.
Straight off the truck. Come get it. Yeah, we had that.
Stock. Come on, let's come in there.
We didn't miss a beat. Yeah, we didn't miss a beat.
They limited us though. You won, but we was in that.
Yeah, we got it though. Nah, man, that was good people, man. Good people. I appreciate good folks, man. I really do. That's a return on.
But I wanted to say something earlier when you were saying about like learning how to do something. But I remember when you worked at what it is when you work.
So I worked at Toys R Us, Ceradine. I worked at the barbershop. I worked at Ad Tech Services.
You worked at Ad Tech,
right?
Ad
Tech Services, yeah.
And so you know what I'm about to say, and you came home mad as I don't know what. You were mad. Like, what's wrong with you? This lady gonna clown on me, trying to be funny.
Oh yeah.
What she told you
I didn't know how to send an email. Come on, we're gonna wrap it up in a minute. But let me tell y'all this story. We're gonna wrap it up. But look, I did not know how to send an email. So I'm gonna be open, man. When I got out the joint, man, I didn't know anything about computers. I really didn't. The only computer experience I had up until that point was Windows 98, maybe Windows 95. I went to prison in 2000, so it was like Windows 98. When I got out, I was in there trying to act like I knew how to do certain things. I was just faking it till I made it, like being honest. So they was telling me to do stuff. Yeah, Larry, send an email with all this stuff and get a spreadsheet. I didn't know how to do any of that stuff. I'm at home trying to figure out how to do spreadsheets and stuff, but I was just acting like I knew how to do it, right? But look, they wanted me to send an email, and I'll never forget this day. They was like, yeah, hey, send an email to everybody about this and about that, and then just include me, CC me on it. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm sending them. Okay, yeah, I'll get that knocked out right away. I couldn't even tell you, no joke, how to send an email. No joke, man. I could not tell you. So it was this secretary lady who I thought we were cool. I pulled up on her, like whispered to her, like, hey, look. Cause I said it, no joke. They gave me a laptop. I was so happy with that laptop. I sat at that laptop trying to figure out how to send that email. I didn't know how to send it.
Okay, come on. So what you told the lady? What you asked the
I
lady?
pulled up on the lady. I said, hey, so I'm just trying to verify. When you send an email, you put www dot and that person name.com. She said, yeah, bust out, start laughing. I'm talking about in loud.
You were mad on her.
Like, you should have seen it. She bust out, started laughing. She turned red loud. Just like, what? Guess what he just said to me? Ah.
You came home mad. You gonna never get
I'm
nobody
like,
opportunity to laugh at me no more.
I said, nah, chill out. I'm embarrassed on him, but nah, just chill out. And she just bust out, started laughing and everything. And I can't even remember if he told me how to do it. But at that point, no joke, man, I realized I would never allow somebody the opportunity to clown me like that again.
And I said that to say this. So he went from asking how you send an email by sending www dot whatever. I guess you gonna Google the email.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Search
Yeah,
engine.
I didn't.
But he done went from that, and now he can build a computer. That's what his business is in, software.
Yeah.
He can build a computer from nothing. So, it's just his determination. That's why I say, if you like, you nervous? No, I'm not nervous.
Yeah, no, it's all good. We
you
good.
got me and I got you. We gonna be all right. And
All right,
we got the
y'all.
Lord. Amen, somebody.
Amen, somebody. Well, I appreciate all y'all rocking and rolling with us tonight.
We didn't know it was gonna be on here.
We didn't plan on getting on this long.
Just a test.
We was doing a test run because we got on my YouTube channel. I'm doing the vital information for our returning citizen series, where we actually gonna try to help people getting out of jail, out of prison. Just give them some kind of useful information that they can use to help get their life back on track. Because I don't believe it's enough of that out here. Like,
right, and you said in your other video, and I told you I was mad about that you had to motivate me.
Yeah. So she wanted to jump on. So we decided tonight, I was sitting up in here and I like, let's just go. She was like, let's do a live. I was all right, let's just do a live. Just test everything out. So we didn't really plan on being that long. I appreciate all you guys for watching. Just being with us, riding in, man. We love y'all for real, man. I'm talking about all y'all done been with us from the up, down, like.
Jeremy said let him be part of that. Oh, you forgetting on?
Oh, I got you, big bro. Man, say less, man.
Because we believe, and I believe that everybody deserves a second chance, especially if you out there getting yourself together. Everybody deserves a second chance. And, all the information that I can give through my experience.
So Risa gonna be she got a whole wall back here full of criminal justice. She been a police officer, probation officer. She done been all that. Risa done walk down correction officer. She know the whole thing. So I'm really trying to package up the stuff that she know, the inside tips and stuff she can help somebody with. And yeah, man.
So from the start, I need some start money.
Yeah, so that's what we gonna do, man.
I'm not trying to ignore that.
I'm changing the whole direction of my YouTube page.
What about the money?
Oh, the Facebook page. We gotta see it first. Yeah, the Facebook page, not my personal, but my Larry Brown Jr. page. We're gonna be called Vital Information for Our Returning Citizens. And we're going to give them tools, tricks, and stuff. And I want y'all to chime in, man, especially a lot of y'all who are in, like Jeremy, you in the tech field, so you already know, like, what you know how to do supersedes with all that other stuff, because I know that. Like, if a person know how to do something real good, it'll supersede a lot of that stuff.
Right, and I want to tap in on the people, the networks that I know. I won't ever say people's name, but I know some good people. I know some, let me tell you something. I know one of the best public defenders who really care about people. So I hear a lot of people who say, don't ever get you a public defender, get you a paid attorney. Not knocking paid attorneys, but I know some
I went to prison with a paid
public
attorney.
defenders.
The dude with the public defender was getting the same amount of time I got.
Kind of that will go to bat for you. They will work their butts out for you. So because it's not about the job, it's because they care.
Actually care.
So there are a lot of people who don't care, but there are people who really do care. And so the ones who do care, I try to tap in and get information, any information, because I believe that once somebody pay their dues, is the same as God says, when we do something, we sin and we ask for forgiveness and we repent, it's forgotten, it's gone. So that's the same way we should be. People in society should be, when they break the law or they go to prison, probation, whatever it is, then you should have a second chance at life. You should not have that's
it shouldn't be an ongoing punishment. But I also do believe, and it's a balance. So I do believe that you don't want a thief working around money.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So if somebody got a problem with stealing, you don't want them around no money.
So, right, but it's a lot of other jobs, and I know that even
like, bro,
when
we're
I
gonna
was,
put you on the mop detail.
right,
You know
and
what I mean?
even when I was in the I was trying to work on this plan to find jobs for people for convicted felons. But let me tell you something. When I was a center administrator, or when I had a caseload, it was people who was on probation who made way more money than me.
Without a
And
doubt.
then even the ones who say, I mean, it's harder. Somebody had said before, it was this guy was saying that he felt bad for people, whatever. I was like, let me tell you something. I know somebody who, if it take hard work, you can accomplish anything, because that's my husband.
Yeah. And what I basically, and that's what the next video I'm putting out about, is just basically learning how to do something.
Right.
And learning how to do something solves problems.
Right. You have to use what's in your hands. You don't. And a lot of times you don't have to go to a person's job. You can just whatever God has placed in your hands, you use that.
Yeah, but also a lot of times you can just go learn something too.
Right.
Like, even if you don't know how to, because I didn't know
listen
about
a lot of times you learn, like me. I taught myself how I can make a logo, I can do graphics and stuff, all that stuff, and it was already there. I just didn't know. I just had to go look for it and learn it.
No, but it take initiative too. So
exactly. So it's not gonna fall. But you have to go get
take initiative.
Absolutely. You
it take a person who get up and want to go. Because if it fell in our lap, well, we'd be a lot of rich
but
people.
when I say it's in your hands,
you got some talents.
You have the talent. You just have the harness, and you have the.
But
research.
Talent is cheap. Like, I learned that about talent. Some of the most talented people are the most laziest people you ever deal with.
The smartest is the most laziest.
Yeah, no, listen, because being smart is a talent. And the reason why, because they didn't have to work for what they got.
Right.
So you got a person who got to study for the test compared to the person who don't. The person who don't feel like they got to study, they not. But the person who do, he going to study up to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Right. So I would take a work ethic over talent any day.
Absolutely.
I would take a person who would just work and want to learn over talent, because talent is cheap. And you got so many talented, lazy people that don't want to do nothing because they think the world supposed to hand them this stuff because they smart, or because they can rap, or because they naturally gifted at, like,
right. When I used to do interviews and interview people and to hire them, I would always be more geared to take the person who do too much. Yeah. And the one who don't do enough.
Work ethic.
Right. You can't teach them work with that. You can say, hold on, you're doing too much, but you can't teach nobody heart.
Yeah.
You can't teach nobody compassion. You can't teach
ethic.
Right. You can't. Either you got it or you don't.
Yeah. So I take that, and like hiring somebody this year, like, that's what I'm looking for. I don't want to hear, like, so I listen for the excuses up front. I listen for what they not saying, but what they are saying, because they
so y'all hear that he gonna hire somebody else for Pantheon this
year.
So
they ask certain questions up front that let you know they lazy. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you start hearing certain stuff.
I don't know about that, right?
What do we get paid every 2? Yeah, we get paid. That's a good question now. You think I got you here and you gonna get paid for free? Right. Okay. Do we get breaks? Okay. You know what I mean? So
you ain't started talking about the break.
They ask a certain question.
We off for Christmas?
Do we get paid time off? Like, oh, okay. So you already know this the person you dealing with. And mind you, I hire somebody like that, but they gotta be a bad like that joker gotta be bringing so much value that I say, you know what, I'm gonna pay you more and I'm gonna deal with your stuff.
Right.
But if you not and you don't have that,
you gotta be worth it.
Telling me you just got a college degree, man, you can wait.
Right, and anybody whoever it is you hire, ask Mia. Mia is your daughter. But you don't blame her.
I ain't with that, because ain't nobody gave me nothing.
Right, you telling me you better work, I'm gonna fire you.
Yeah, ain't nobody gave me nothing. So since ain't nobody gave me nothing, I wouldn't care.
She need an application. How many vacation days will she have?
Wrong question.
Say you fired before you get hired.
Wrong. If they already start with them, well, yeah. So I just need to know up front.
How many PTO I get a year?
Do we start with 2 weeks worth of PTO? Right. Like, hey, bro, I'm gonna get back with you. You know what I mean? So
I know what you be aware of if they ask you, do you clock in or is like salary?
Yeah. And the thing about when you work for somebody, because me, I'm one of them people that I love results, so the results matter the most to me.
Right, I don't care what, just show me. That's why I used to be like, I didn't run behind nobody. Just show me what you doing the work and what I need done.
I don't want to have to come checking behind you. Right. I don't want to come looking. What are the results? Right. If the result is this, can we get that? And you can come ask me for this much time off if the results are there.
Absolutely.
I don't have a problem with paying you for not being here. Why? Because you doing and you have done what need to be done. Right. But if what need to be done ain't done and you still talking about you need to be off, Hey, bro, go ahead, turn your ID card in, man. But let's go, man. Let's
You
get
gonna
on.
hire me for Pantheon too?
Yeah, huh?
You gonna hire me for Pantheon?
Nah,
know
we got
that
this
right.
other thing we working on.
I can work. And I
Yeah,
fine.
we got this other stuff we working on, man. Look at my
Zay said, "Do I have to put a weekend on?"
Zay, chill out. Man, look at this on my neck.
gotta
Oh
put
my
2
God, I
weeks.
done rubbed, man. This is red mark on my neck. You see that? I done rubbed the pump that thing. But anyway, let me
But you
roll.
were nervous.
Nah, I think it's a bump there or something. Now the camera don't scare me. But look, y'all, we gone. I appreciate
But
all.
thank y'all for chiming in, and we're gonna do more. I know we was all over the place, but
Nah, man. Well, I just want to reconnect with all y'all anyway. We hadn't talked to a lot of y'all. Some of y'all have talked to us offline, family. But
we got big things coming.
We got a lot
up.
of things. Y'all stick in there, man. Keep watching, man. Following us. We got some stuff I think y'all gonna be really impressed with. I just want to get it going and set up, and I'm gonna share the ride with y'all for real, man. I'm gonna share the journey with you, and if it's anything I can help with, I'm gonna share all the information because I don't believe in hiding information because
we want everybody.
I want you to know because I want you to win. So I want you to win, and if I learn something in this process, I'm gonna share it because I want you to win. But let us complete what we got going on, and we'll let y'all know. Y'all enjoy it. But cool, man. Appreciate all y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all next time. Love y'all, man.
Y'all have a good night.
Peace. All righty. Let's kill them.